Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't think so.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
Well, that's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone.
I killed
While
him.
I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
Let's be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us! She isn't even a scientist!
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting.
Tries to sneak out a room.
Technology must seem pretty
No!
advanced by our standards.
I'm a general.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I don't know if I'm right for this.
Well, I clearly have faith in you. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Dr. Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Yes.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there. Well, you were right. The Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Laser rifles come with silence for some reason.
Ah, that's the reason I got caught. And suddenly, good.
Key card over there.
Going down.
Oh, you were so close. Ooh.
Once it hits 12,
This kind of, yeah. This kind of feels like the.
What was that? Intruder alert!
This kind of feels like Bioshock. Yeah. Oh. Did not realize that this was going to happen. Oh. Send Elder Maxwell, Maxwell.
I believe the term is...
Send Elder
Wait,
Maxwell.
Curie's in here?
Hi, Curie. Kick ass, sweetie. Send Elder Maxwell my best regards. Oh, a bullet. Oh, I went between his legs. Gotcha.
I would prefer if there was a whole lot less of that.
We cut the power to the
I should be able
elevators.
to make
It's
What are
clever.
you gonna about
That
Alice
should do it.
Fillmore?
Elevator ought to have power again.
Oh,
No, why?
fuel's really
down.
You're ahead
Oh.
of me now.
Really is like Bioshock.
Kinda.
I'm feeling it.
Attention.
Okay, I got my gun out ready. Wasn't expecting Curie.
There's the reactor. Not a bad piece of work for its time.
It is a true marvel of engineering.
AO compromised. Engaging.
Careful,
Oh, they're angry.
violation can result in a variety of injuries.
Gone to a charging license as well. I don't know. Very careful, that red glow would indicate a sentry robot.
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the charts. I'll monitor things from here.
Now cycling airlock.
Give
Please
up,
wait.
die. 70s.
Let me out, let me out, let me out.
Please wait.
74 reps.
At least we know what that will do now. Did you see my bar going down? I was almost fooled. Let's get Jesus out of me.
Bruno got himself killed.
Contamination complete.
Seriously? This is a fully whole thing.
Must be an innocent.
Security alert in the reactor chamber.
Yeah.
Emergency lockdown initiated.
Right.
Please wait.
Oh. Put the hole in the head like that.
Right. Suddenly 75.
He's gonna have like a gold patch on your side, like it's gonna there's that fraying around the edges. It's face.
Whoa. Oh.
Hostile detected. Combat safety can no longer be guaranteed.
Ah! No!
In close combat. Enemy detected.
Kill.
Dr. Fillmore?
I think that was enough excitement for well. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
I see. And you've been getting extra rest?
Are there many more of these questions?
I see. Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed, no. I feel quite well.
I see.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now.
But I haven't quite finished.
I believe we're done.
You have finished.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
Handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased with the results. It would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Whatever it is, I can take care of it.
I certainly hope so. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation, however unintentional.
If I've done something to jeopardize the Institute, I'll fix it. You have my word.
I have no doubt that you will. But it's nothing quite so dire. While you were assisting Dr. Fillmore, a second team was sent out to invite someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute. Apparently, there was some miscommunication, and this individual called for help, which arrived in the form of your Minutemen. My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I would like it to stay that way. I need you to go there and speak to your Minutemen gathered outside. Insist that they stand down at once. Dr. Thompson is on site, and he will be your primary contact. I know you can resolve the situation, but it is of paramount importance that this special individual be brought to the Institute immediately.
Listen to me. I'll figure something out. You can consider this handled.
Believe me, I already do.
Obviously killed
While
him.
I am not